Hey guys, welcome back into another video. We are back in for a live stream today. And it's round 5, team of the week. I'm a live stream about 8 o'clock tonight. It's been 8 o'clock tonight. I'm just doing this. Leicester 3 hours ago. Leicester played, Bath finished, and Tigers won. So we're looking at team width. So we're going to get straight into it. Round 5 premiership team of the week. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. Ooh. Now we'll get straight into it. So my loose head prop is Ellis Gage. I think the physicality showed down today is really impressive, and he really got on the scroof of, and really got in that second half, got onto that scrum of Will Stewart. Will Stewart is a really good scrummaging prop, but I think he got that physicality for. We're trying to do a great carry, great inside, but yeah, the Stewart try is a great carry, nice little pop off for Jaw from forward to Genge, and Genge carry really. I've got about 5 more meters, a couple more meters than he really should have. I'm really impressed the way he played in that game. Really impressed. We're going to move on to our hooker. I'm going with the youngster Kleski. I don't think anyone really stood out for me this week. No one really good like that. But there was a couple of positions. No one stood out for me. But there's some players that are moving wingers positions, and other places. But I think this youngster Kleski, he got man of the match, and I really think he deserved it. I would have gone Luatua. But I think Klosky really showed his presence. I think his youngster really wanting to improve in this team. And I think the way he's played, make sure you like and subscribe and follow his socials, guys. But I think the way he played is so important. And we're going to move on to very important. I think he's not going to play. But I think he's someone for the future. If you're a Bears fan, I think he's someone that really born in Bristol, bred in Bristol. I think he's really good. Moving on to 3. Some people may disagree with this, and I've got cards. I know some people said he only played 30 minutes, but how much of a difference did he play in that 30 minutes? Was a crucial part of that Bristol beating. He got that scrum well, and that's what Newcastle based themselves off, that scrum. And I think it's so important the way Newcastle play, and they really start. I think that international experience, and I just couldn't choose. The difference, no one stood out me again then. No one's really stood out. So I think it's very interesting to see. Joe Launchbury. I've got to admit, this guy, man of the match against Wasps. So well done, Wasps. And I've gone for this guy too, Will Rowlands. Will Rowlands and Joe Launchbury. And I think Will Rowlands is a guy I really like to see. He really showed his physicality. He shows how much important to that Wasp pack he is. He showed that he got those couple of 3 turnovers, made a lot of tackles, and gained a lot of meters, and showed that leadership control too in the game. That I think was really impressive the way they wanted to play. We're going to go 5 is Will Rowlands. Will Rowlands. He's a guy that's leaving at the end of the season, but he's trying to promote himself the way he wants to play. I think you've seen that. He's got 2 games that really impressed. Him and Lewis are the only 2 players to stay in my team of the week on the series I'm doing. I think he's been really impressive, and I think just that control with Joe Launchbury really worked well together. We're going to move on to a 6, and again, this is a guy that stays in. Is Stephen Luatua. I think Stephen was absolutely great. Showed the control in the game, and you knew how he wanted to play. You know how he wanted to play, and I think it's very important. He showed that leadership ability in that game. It could have got away from Bristol, but Bristol taking that game ahead and just showed how to win the game. Got that bonus point, and it's a big game next week for Chiefs versus Bristol. That's a big game, and I think Bristol will be happy with that win. And I do think the leadership qualities, and he looked all around really good. I think when he wasn't there, they did miss him. We're going to move on to our 7, and this is why I've gone for Tom Curry. I think Tom, make sure you like and subscribe, guys. I think Tom Curry's been really impressive this week. I do think what he shows It's team of the week. Anyone that's watching, we are doing a premiership team of the week. You can see in the comments below. I think Tom Curry's been really impressed. I think he showed the turnover ball. I think he's got in their faces, and I think you know what you're going to get from him. I'm been really impressed the way he wants to play this game. We're going to go on to this number 8 now. Jasper Weezer, what stats he had today? 14 carries for 114. I saw on a stat. His average His average is like around high 60s. That's really just carried hard. And I don't think we win that game without Jasper Weezer today. I don't think that, guys. If he's not there, we don't win that. And that's true. He's got that physicality. He's got that something we've been missing over the last few years at Tiger. I think that was a key difference. And a guy that is playing also made a difference today. I do think he's controlled the way he played. I think he'll soon, and I think you're going to starting to see a bit more of the Leicester way. I think he'll suit like a Billy Villapola for England, and I think that Steve really likes that about him, and it's a very good signing. Number 9 is Dan Robson. I think Dan just offered the complete tempo in this game. Knew what he wanted, and he was going to get that. Whatever he wanted, he got that from that team. And I think I don't think they would have played if they had Will Porter, Sam Wasp-home at 9. The control and speed around that tempo is all about Wasp. Wasp do not play as well as in that game as they normally do. I think the way he just controlled the box kicking was clear. Out-muscled Samuel Dover massively. You could see that across the whole game, and you knew what was coming with that team. I think you're getting more and more of this. And Sam Robb, I think he's really pushing Ben Youngs. And I've got to give a shout out to Ben Youngs. He looked really good in that Bath game. 10 draws 4 back in. I think Gamanga was good. But I just think the game control in that second half and forward massive. The kicking spiral really did hard work for him. And I do think you might see that in the future. I think he's looked really good. And I think that he can test many fullbacks. I think if he does that Furbank, I think Furbank could be in massive trouble next weekend. I think that's something to watch out for. 12, I've gone Piers. I've gone another guy that saved my team. I think he, again, is such an underrated player. One of my favourite Bristol players. With my 13-2, I've gone for Owen Lloyd. Moving in centre to win, but it's so important. I think he's so good at the way he plays. I think he runs direct. And I think he's very good defensive. And I really like the way he plays. And we're going to move on to this 13. Owen Lloyd, very good. I think I'm moving off wing centre because there was no centre that really popped out at me again this weekend. No one really outstanded me today. But Semi was good, but I wanted to get Lloyd in this game because he's so good. And I think the direct lines really helped him today. We're going to move on to this left wing. I think Marlon Yard, one settle player. I think Yard pace really disrupted this. And Sale kick chase was really good. But overall, I don't think Sale played that well. That's why there are not many players in my team. And Tom Curry and Marlon Yard are very crucial to this. Yard had a good get, and Tom Curry was just really good overall. We're going to go on to this 14. I think he had good tack, didn't get a try, but he's been consistent. He was unlucky to get him last week, but I think he's consistent running game. He's been good. He was unlucky. Pablo Oduba, I think this guy really, you didn't see it at Sale so much, but this guy you're really starting to see, a bit of power. As soon as you got in those tight channels, you're really starting to get this man on the ball because he looks good. He does look good, and this is another winger. Kiprig's not there. I looked good in this team. He's got a bit of power, got the run power to get through for that McAnally try against Chiefs. And not many teams can be Chiefs. Overall, I think he had a really good game. Physically, made a lot of meters. I think if he gets that ball, a try to stop Wanga, they score and they go ahead more of a lead at half time. But overall, I think he had a really good game. And we're going to go on to final fitting. That's the second best player, I feel, to get today's game. I think it's going to be Freddie Stewart. Freddie Stewart is a guy that, whatever you say, he had tested. Stewie tested Anthony Watson all day of the week. They didn't know where the direction of the ball going. Thanks to Foro's spiral kicking. The game control, he got that ball. Whenever they try to test him, Stewart, I was having none of it. It's my ball down. I think it was Stewart or Weezer. I think they could gain control with massive, and you knew what you were going to get from them. Absolutely superb. Guys, that is where the stat team did miss a ball this weekend. He's a really good player for the future. I think it's a really good player to have. And guys, we are going to end the live stream with that. I will see you again for another video, and we'll be back for predictions on Friday.